What up, boxing world? JF Sports. So, Sergey Kovalev versus John Pascal 2. The fight ended via stoppage by Pascal's trainer, Freddie Roach, in between rounds, 8-round stoppage. So, before the 8 rounds started, I thought that the fight was pretty good, especially the first 5 rounds. I mean, obviously for Sergey Kovalev, and I thought that John Pascal in their second fight didn't do much. To me, he was fighting defensively, and this is not one of those fights where he needs to do that. And I understand because to be honest, Kovalev he looked like freaking a giant compared to Pascal, right? I'm not quite sure how tall the difference is, but he looked big. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that he needs to be somewhat of a defensive fighter, but he was getting annihilated there. Especially the body shots. Kovalev's body shots was going all over freaking Pascal. Then that was hurting him. I thought he was gonna get knocked out and knocked down. I mean, he took a lot of good shots there from Kovalev. And yes, John Pascal had some moments there where he might have hurt Kovalev, but it didn't look much to me. It didn't look like Kovalev was feeling it. It didn't look like Kovalev was actually getting hurt. He was just being Kovalev. Kovalev is a dangerous dude, and it's tough to beat. He's, what is it now, 29 wins and 26 knockouts. I mean, it's a really tough dude. To me, Kovalev is a guy that you can't be too defensive. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta go out there and just, hey, if it happens, it happens, man. If you get knocked out, but at least you get a fight. But you can't be too defensive. That's why I see John Pascal, he was fighting scared. To me, just my opinion. My observation of it, the first 5 rounds, like I said, I counted the 6th and the 7th, obviously, because that fight could have been stopped in the 5th round, in my own opinion. You know what I'm saying? But, and Freddie Roach stoppage there, even though John Pascal was somewhat mad, well, he didn't have the right to be mad there, man. He wasn't doing nothing. To me, he was becoming a punching bag. Kovalev was going to win regardless, even if it was unanimous decision or a knockout or some sort. Comes the 8th round, he was just going to freaking dominate him, because Kovalev hates for the damn fights to go all 12 rounds, and you guys know that. This is their second fight, and I didn't see much difference from the first fight. I didn't really, yes, Kovalev was obviously in favor to win the fight, and he did what he had to do tonight, and he didn't really change much. It's not like, Kovalev had some new techniques and, in style. He's being Kovalev, man. He's defensive. He's going to go up to the to the head and then down to the body. You got to be able to adapt to that, and that's what John Pascal didn't learn from the first fight, and he pretty much did the same thing in the second fight. So there's really nothing. This is a clean win for Kovalev. It could have been worse. It could have been a knockout KO cold, but it was a stoppage by Freddie Roach. And like I said, I think that Freddie Roach stoppage in this fight was a good one. His fighter was getting hurt. Freddie Roach knew the only really reason or time that John Pascal would win the fight is to knock out Kovalev, and basing it off the first half or over first half, it's 7 rounds. There was nothing that John Pascal was doing or is about to do, in the trainer's opinion, Freddie Roach, that is gonna win him the fight. Unless he gets lucky, but his shots are wobblies. He was all over the place. He wasn't like a clean shots. I mean, he did hit Kovalev some good shots there, but he was like one of those, I don't know, man. It wasn't clean. It wasn't pretty. So, to me, I don't think John Pascal should get another rematch. A lot of people saying that, oh yeah, third match. No, man, it's not necessary. Not necessary at all. John Pascal, he could be mad whatever he wants, but he performed quite poor tonight, and he lost, and that's the way it is. For Kovalev, he knew he's gonna get the knockout. He knew it. If it didn't happen in the first 7 rounds, he was gonna freaking dominate in the 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 rounds anyways. So that was it, guys. I found the link to the fight, so if you guys missed it and get to watch the fight, I put the fight link in the description, so you guys check him out. Click the link, scroll down below, and watch the fight. It's not HD, but you get to watch the fight and see. It was a good fight. To me, it was a good fight, not because obviously Kovalev won. It's just that it was an okay fight. It's just that I thought that John Pascal really was very defensive, man. This is he's got to let his hands go. He failed to do that, to let his hands go. But these are just my opinions. You guys got your own. Jot those opinions down in the comment section so we can talk about it. And let me know what you guys think about the fight. Drop me a comment. And as always, thank you for watching and subscribe to JF Sports.